Welcome back to Legendary Metal Games. I'm your host, Joe, and today's episode of Osterity comes to us from Big Ol' Billy with music track I Murdered the Mechamind, the full version. This is Mesquite Part 2. If you remember from last time in the series, Part 1 introduced us to the terrifying vile spirits, and Part 2 is when everything breaks loose. So, without further ado, think back to Ultimate Doom, Halls of the Damned. Think of Doom 2, The Citadel. Think of TNT Evolution, The Mill. This is the jumbo map of Osterity. There is everything you can possibly do in Doom in this map, with some of the coolest Easter eggs, some of the best hidden secrets I've ever seen. This is the magnum opus, and we're not even done with the series yet. So there is still room for him to magnum opus the opus. In this map, you have 504 kills to deal with, 187 items, you have 5 secrets that are very well hidden, one of which is so neat, I'm actually going to edit it out of the video. You'll see why when we get closer to it. So, in this map, we have to get all 3 skull keys. We also have to get 3 different challenge rooms completed just to have access to the final part of the map. So, as you notice, I have not been commenting on anything that's actually happening on screen, and that is because, as you can see, it is a mess. There are enemies everywhere, and literally every custom monster that has been introduced in Osterity is in this map. So we are talking the Hell Gremlins, all 3 types of scientists, the Vile Spirits, the Hell Spines, the Fire Barons, the Infernal Eye that's literally right beside us. All of them are in this map. So this map is literally everything, all, like they used to say, all that in a bag of chips, literally. So let's start breaking it down into more manageable bite-sized portions. This map you can break up into sections. So this, for instance, is what I like to call the White Cathedral, because as you can see, with the White Cathedral, there is the yellow skull key bars. So it's all about just compartmentalizing what section of the map you're in. Like I said, this is almost like if Osterity had a final exam or a pop quiz. That is exactly what this is. It's like everything you've learned so far. So, we already saw the Whitechapel area. Now, as we get absolutely obliterated by the Scorpion Arachnotrons, the Spider Mechaminds, let's keep roaming around. Mainly stock up on ammo and just defuse this entire central area, because you're going to do a lot of back and forth in this map. So, go ahead, get the Hell Gremlins out, as we are literally just opening up the map and taking everything out so we have free range of motion. What's really unique about the skull keys in this map is you actually get all 3 of them at the same time. So he is merciful on some areas for you. As we can see right across the broken bridge is the BFG. So every weapon is in this level as well. So now that we've taunted about how big and grand this level is, as you can still see on screen, let's start breaking it down. So the very first thing we want to do is get the skull keys before we are able to start any of the challenge rooms. Now when you see clusters of enemies like that with the Vile Spirits, you know it's pointless to engage them, because they'll just immediately be revived. Just ignore them and move on. He has a neat gimmick where there will usually be a switch or a line def trigger that you'll activate that will teleport the Vile Spirits and the monsters out. The Vile Spirits go to their own monster closet by themselves, and the actual monsters that teleport out go into kill chambers that get squished with crushers. So you do get credits for the kills by ignoring them and leaving them alone. So, as you can see, we are still getting everything out of this central area, so we can actually start pushing deeper into the map. And once we finally feel like we have everything clear, let's again start keeping in mind what our famous sections are that we're going to be returning to. So we've got the Whitechapel. This is the main hub area right here with all the glowing orbs. Again, don't blow them up, because if they glow, that means there's lost souls in them that can pop out at you. Alright, here we have the restaurant, and the restaurant is going to lead to quite a few items and upgrades for us. So, if we go ahead, get the armor bonus, health bonuses. Apparently, we shot right through the shotgun soldier there, somehow. Take out the Nightmare Imp. Yes, almost forgot about him, aka the Spectral Imp. And down here is just nasty. We gotta do it, but let's at least make sure we got everything up here first. So, health bonuses, go behind the counter to get some medikits, and further back to go into the storage room where we can take out a whole bunch of zombie cowboys. Get a bunch of armor bonuses that we need for our item count. Hell gremlins popping around the corner on us. And as you can see, that room is absolutely nasty because the enemies in that room are all immortal thanks to the vile spirits. So, we're going to have to run like the dickens. So, what is our grand prize for being down here? Other than the armor bonuses, backpack? And as you can see, some more kills on the way out. So, this back part of the restaurant just connects us to this main transition area. And you can see this region with the 4 columns is another section we are going to frequent quite a bit. So, back to our restaurant, and this time, let's go pull down the bookcases for some more items. For energy cell there, shotgun shells here. Alright, so obviously no secrets yet. It's all been kills and items so far. Run like mad to get away from all this so we can get the plasma rifle. At this point, we have everything except the rocket launcher and BFG. So again, let's go ahead and take out the enemies, and up here is going to be the red bars. So keep this room in mind, we will be returning here. It's easiest known because it's got a fire baron on the pedestal in the middle. So we'll call this the fire chamber. Because everything here wants to light you on fire or blow you up, one of the two, especially with the glowing orbs. Alright, thanks Baron. We owe ya. Even though you're technically the Hell Knight replacement. As you can see, it does damage. So let's get back out of here. Pinky, you can go. And make sure to get some energy cells over here. But don't get trapped in the corner. Because again, those may be replacements for the Revenant. But they still pack a punch similar. So, let's head back up. Very beautiful wall dressing here. And go back through our shortcut to get to the other section, or we can go up the lava falls to a different section. So if we go out this way, we can get our bearings. So we're at 126 kills, 90 some items. Still no secrets, and there is the broken bridge for the BFG. Now, what's across there is going to take us to the exit of the level. It's also going to keep track for us how many of the challenge rooms we've completed. So, now that this is all looking clear, I believe we're about ready to move forward with the keys. So, let's go ahead. To get started on these skull keys, we need to go up and around, get us some security armor while we're here. Into the Whitechapel for the first secret. Now, this area is just nasty about pinning you, so let's just go ahead and blast everything out of existence as both exits close. And the secret is actually going to be through the vines right there in that opening. So, out of here. Now, these switches work opposite of each other. You can only have one entrance down at a time. So again, go through the obvious fake wall there for secret number 1, the supercharge. In other words, if you pull one side's door open, the other side closes. So we'll just go ahead this side facing the yellow bars, because we know we're going to come back to it. And now we finally have one secret under our belt. Let's work our way to the keys. So again, 2 columns. This is our fire chamber. As we go around it, don't want to go back to the restaurant. Instead, we want to go up here. This is taking us to the broken bridge where the BFG is. And since we still can't cross the bridge, we want to keep going in the same direction of the bridge to get to another memorable section. I will just call this the fire chasm, because it's basically platforming like the chasm. It's where the blue bars are, and we'll definitely be doing a lot here. So let's go through a teleporter, and now let's take out the zombie cowboys, work our way down, and here is an initial challenge room that actually doesn't count as one of our official challenges. It's basically like a precursor to get you ready of what to expect in this map. AKA, if you want something good, you gotta first complete a challenge to get it. So this is essentially the initial challenge to get the keys that we need. So, now that all them's out, be careful, because tomatoes are gonna pop up over the horizon as those bars get about ready to lower. So let's get the tomatoes out. Just like that. Again, just ignore the imps, because they're immortal with the vile spirits there. The switch teleports them out. So again, the vile spirits go to their own closets, where they just sit for all eternity, and the imps go to massive rooms that just get crushed. So up here, careful of the hell gremlins that try to nail you in the long hallway. Teleport out, and now you'll notice the bars are lowered here. So we can lower the lift, careful of the pinky. And now, up here, we need to jump across. Be careful that the shotgun soldiers are down. Very reminiscent of the first part of Mesquite 1, aka Map 5. And here we can press a switch to repair the bridge that was broken. AKA, we get the BFG before the halfway point in this level. That should tell you how difficult this gets. So, just like this, we now can have all items, but we want to ignore the BFG for a moment. And that's because these hell gremlins will make your life miserable if you let them linger around. So, let's get everyone out of here. We have plenty of rockets to take care of them. Dodge the hell gremlin missile. And let's go ahead, first thing we do, get the energy cell pack. Ignore the tomatoes, because they're just going to get caught in the tracers. And bomb them twice. Should take care of them. And whatever is left floating, out of here. Alright, so just like this area is secure. This is the area that's going to keep track of our challenges. Because as you can see there, as we complete a challenge, a section of our bridge is going to raise across the moat. As you can see, our 3 indentions there to show us that we've completed all 3 challenges. So, come back here to get our skull keys. Careful of the crushers, they're all over the place and definitely synced up crazy just to throw you off, as well as the hell gremlins that teleport right beside you to pin you in. Very, very nasty and awesome trap. And yes, these crushers are not the fast ones. You don't want to be under there. And here it is, all 3 keys at once. I thought it was going to be one of those Doom Zero pick your key kind of things, but no, you can grab all 3 of them. You're just going to get pinned into a nasty ambush here. So take out the tomatoes as fast as possible, because then imps are going to spawn in for what feels like an eternity. The Fire Baron can actually help clear some of the imps out for you. So just kind of back and forth up here. Let the Fire Baron do most of the heavy lifting. We'll just focus on the tomatoes. And then we'll focus on the Fire Baron. Much rarer deal with imps than him. So, now that all this is taken care of, we now have the keys. And as you remember, those 3 keys lead us to the 3 challenge rooms. So just to recap, we have the blue key in the Fire Chasm. We have the yellow key challenge at the White Chapel. And we have the red key challenge in the Fire Chamber. So, you can take them in any order you want to. It really does not matter. They're really individual of each other, and you don't have to worry about any of them containing secrets. None of them do. As you can see, we still only have 1 secret at this point. So, let's go for the Fire Chamber first. And this is going to be the Red Skull Key Challenge. Reason being is this is most likely the one you're going to fail in. For kind of obvious reasons here. Not just because you got roaming vile spirits, but you've got cyber demons everywhere. Mainly get the energy cell packs. Don't even waste ammo on the cyber demons. Just hoard it. You're going to need it. Instead, we have to run around counterclockwise to hit the switches. Once you do that, we've got to go to the nearest pedestal. This room is a giant triangle. And hit 1 circle, quickly bounce off, and go right across the room from you to hit the next one. And then the final circle, again, when you go for the circles, just quickly back out because you probably got one of the cyber demons firing at you already. Once that's done, quickly teleport out of here. And when you're done with each challenge room, you will step on the switch. And as you see there, the bloody skull raises, signifying that challenge is complete. Moving on. Now, further into the map, let's go ahead and take a tomato as we make our way to next challenge room, which is going to be the Fire Chasm, right here. The one we use the blue skull key for. Now, while we're here, let's go ahead and make sure all the enemies are taken care of. We ignored them the first time through. Now let's deal with them. As we go ahead, get through the bars. And this one, better have your BFG ray. Even if it makes no sense with the pinky, don't care about the pinky. Because we've got this to deal with. Oh my gosh. So, you can't kill any of the barons that are on the outside. You just have to run and dodge like a crazy person as you hit the switches. Quickly get the armor and stay away mainly from the female scientist. If you remember from the earlier episodes in the series, the female scientist actually acts as the Tonberry from the Final Fantasy series. Her knife will almost one-shot you. She does so much more damage than the other zombies. It is ridiculous. So don't let her anywhere near you, and we should be good as we hit all the switches. As you see, Fire Barons in the middle. The switches, once you get them all pressed, teleport the Barons from the outside out of here to be crushed. And now it's just us and the Hell Gremlins as we hit any of these switches. It really doesn't matter which one you hit, the door will open regardless. As we go ahead and spin around, get rid of all these guys. At this point, I don't even care what ammo I'm using because there's some more. And this area, I believe, is good. Yes. Alright, so as we saw, you can still hit all the switches underneath, but they don't do anything. You just had to hit one of them. And that reveals the exit for this challenge. So now, as before, you see it raise, and it's raised here. So 2 down, 1 to go. In the meantime, let's go back to the fire chamber, because as you saw, we left some items, but not just items, a secret as well. If you jump down in the pit, we can work our way to the back to get ourselves secret number 2, the Mega Armor. And we finally get the full story scrolling on the wall. Before, we only had half of it. And when you're done with that, go back through the bookcase to get ammo and more of our essential items for our item count. Health bonuses on the way out. Careful though, sometimes you get whacked on the face by an imp. Let's go ahead back into it. Infinite height gets me every time. So now, like I said, go ahead and scour this area for items. That way we don't have to come back to the fire chamber. So these challenge areas are basically, once you get done with it, you're done with that entire section of the map. So again, get the items, and we are done here. Up to 2 secrets. And now let's head back. Next up, we have ourselves the final of our 3 challenges. This is going to be for the yellow skull key. Let's go ahead. Again, this is at the Whitechapel, as we said. Go ahead through the bars as soon as we pick up all of our items. And this is one of the hardest of the lot. But the only reason I didn't do this one first is you're definitely more likely to fail with the cyber demons than you are a whole bunch of barons. But neither one of these are pleasant experiences. At least this one does give you mega armor. As you can see, our hell spines are back, aka the Commander Keens. So we know we have to take all them out to progress forward. So they do rapid fire at you, like Cacodemon type attacks. So we do need to be careful of them. They are not harmless. Let's go ahead, just keep dodging and weaving. And as you see, there are unfortunately 2 zombie cowboys elevated on platforms that are invincible because of the vile spirits. So now let's go ahead and take out the Baron, and now we have enemies that are coming in from out of the ether. Literally just kind of wandering into the area. I guess they heard we were having a party and wanted to be a part of it. So, get rid of the brand new imps, pinkies, and wait, there's another Baron for you. And now fire Barons, if we didn't have enough to shoot at. Alright, so let's go ahead, Pinky out of the way. Grown-ups are fighting. And now, keep spinning. Gosh darn, you infinite zombie cowboys, you are a menace. That just shows the power of the vile spirits. They are literally ridiculously overpowered. Speaking of which, how the heck do we navigate this? Well, I will tell you, do not try this at home. I mean it, there's a much easier way to deal with this than how I did it, and that is because the vile spirits can almost one-shot you just by touching you. So that is pretty much an instant death trap if you get in there. But you can get them all shifted to one side and run around them like a crazy person. Or if you're even more observant than I was, you can hit the switch that's on the wall right behind me. Not that one, but the one that was behind me, to raise a switch right on the other side of the room. And once you hit both of those switches, it teleports them out of here. So I did it the hard way. You don't have to. Either way, yellow challenge complete. And that finishes all 3 of our challenges. And as you see here, now our bridge is built. So we can run across. This takes you to the layer half of the map. And one of the coolest Easter eggs ever. Literally, this is amazing. Get ready, we are going up the elevator to something very special. Why, it's id Software, their studio, here in Mesquite. And you see right there, Donna, the receptionist. We've got Jay over there. The conference room, Bobby Prince is currently using. Now let's head back. There we got American McGee and Sean, both sharing an office. We'll go ahead and take their drinks while we're at it. One of them was eating pizza. Almost made it. If we go further back in the offices, who else we have over here? Well, that one's unnamed. You also can't open it. There's their break room. We also have the exit right by authorized personnel only. I wonder who's locking themselves up. Well, let's continue exploring. And notice we have a monitor here. If we hit that button, we can see the door opens. This door is opening right beside Donna's desk. So this was the one labeled J. And also, you see, here's Romero's room. Go ahead and get his drink. As well as Carmack. Such amazing attention to detail with this. There's Dave. As we look around the office, I have never seen anyone recreate the, and Sammy Pearson right there. I've never seen anyone attempt to recreate id Software's studio before. It's the neatest thing I've ever seen. Kevin and Adrian. And now, as we go through here, that is basically all the rooms we can go in for now. Let's head back, because we still have a few loose ends we need to tie up before we can put a knot in this one. So, heading back down, let's go ahead and make our way to secret number 4. Why 4? Because secret number 3 I intentionally edited out of this video. I actually don't want to show you secret number 3, and there's one very good reason for this. It is one of the most genius things I have ever seen a map maker do in Doom, and I do not want to spoil it for you. It is at the very beginning of the map, so all you have to do for secret number 3 is just go back to where the map started. There's going to be a blur sphere for you. But if you have not played Austerity, it will make no sense at all to you. But if you've been playing Austerity up to this point, secret number 3 is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. So, I just want you to check that one out for yourself. Again, it is not even hidden. You just have to go back to where the map started. There is going to be a blur sphere for the prize you get. Now, this is the first time I've ever not shown a secret, but it's also because I've never seen a map maker do that before. What he did on this one. Big Old Billy, absolute legend of mapping. So, up top here, you can run back across with our platforming genius and get the computer area map, which is secret number 4. So that is why we had the rad suits tucked away, so we could get across here. And now, let's head back up, so as we get the Cacodemon out of here, and let's use our amazing platforming skills that don't exist, and get back. Oh my gosh, every time without fail. This is why we don't brag about platforming here at Legendary Mel Games. So, one way or another, we're gonna get there. I mean, they're not even small platforms. My gosh, there we go. So now we have 4 secrets. Again, secret number 3. I want you to check out yourself. It's at the beginning of the map. You literally can't miss it. Just go back to the beginning. So only 1 secret left to go. We are well above the kill counts, thanks to things getting revived. So, let's go ahead and work our way back toward the exit. And that's because on our way there is secret number 5. So, it's right here, and it is one of the best secrets in the entire map, because it literally loads you up on rocket ammo and energy cell packs and gives you 2 supercharges, making sure you get 200% health. As you see there, also another really cool story he has on screen there. So now that that's taken care of, let's go back, because if you see there, we are still missing 2 items. So, to get these, we want to work our way back toward the start of the map. Again, I'm not revealing the secret, but we do want to go back toward the start of the map. So, back here where the torches are, go around the boxes, and back here is a Berserk Pack. And just like that, we'll be down to just 1 item. That 1 item is at the exit, so no worries there. This map is pretty much done for. So let's head back to the id Software office, and we can finally see who's been behind the locked door this whole time. Any guesses who on the team would be locked in? Or by process of elimination, who have we not talked about yet? So again, back up top. Again, we said right beside Donna's office, Jay's office opened. And there we can get the key. The key that we need to breach the no access room right by the exit. So again, take one last look at the id office. And here we go. Who was it? Who done it? Let's hit the switch to open the exit. It was Tom. It was Tom all along. Of course. And just like in true Osterity fashion, he's going to blow us up here at the end just to make sure we're forced to pistol start the next one. And my gosh, what can be said about this map other than brilliant perfection? My gosh, I thought he was going to do a fake out like Dash Seed did on Doom Zero with the keys, but I was pleasantly surprised. He literally gave you all 3 keys right at the beginning, gave you a BFG before you were even in the challenge rooms, and then those challenge rooms, all 3 of them, were high action, intense, and again, the secrets, the Easter eggs in this map, absolute perfection. If you've not already, please check out the Osterity playlist. Like, share, comment, subscribe so more people can see our videos. We'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.